Welcome back to another edition of, I don't really know what people on my channel want for videos, so here we go. My favorite response to this is, haha, Nick doesn't know what his viewers want, instead of being like, hey, here's what I want. I got my dailies. I guess we'll just do the next map. So I got this game, I bought this game for full retail at $15, which I don't regret, because there's a lot of game here. Well, there is and there isn't. There's a lot of maps. The game itself is not very expansive, we'll say. It's still a good game though. I'd rather have paid $5 for it, just because there's not a lot of variety with it. Let's do... So I've done all these maps. There's a trophy for getting every medal for every map. And, God, who knows how that'll happen. Let's do Impoppable. So this is the annoying thing to me, which is that you have to come through and do every difficulty. So, like, it doesn't stack. So if I do the hardest difficulty, I still have to do it on the easiest, normal, and then middle hard, whatever, which is frustrating. So I start with 1420. So we got the regular monkey, we got the tack shooter, we got the sniper monkey. Let's do the sniper monkey. So I think on this one, what happens is that they do a loop here, and then I think they do a loop here, I think they do a loop here, and then they just fucking go. So the sniper monkey can hit any balloon from anywhere, which is very handy, but he's normally good to put like way far away. So we'll get a normal one there. I'll put, actually, so these, if they have a number over them, it means I've got a free one, so I might as well use it just because, why not? You get these in like the daily logins and stuff. I think they're pretty fucking useless. Because you use them once per one map. Whether you win or lose, you only get one shot. And then it's kind of over. So that's not a bad one though, and that was free, so I'll take that. And then, I don't really use banana farms, which is how you get more money. I don't really feel like you need to use them. I have a free helicopter pilot too, but those are super useful, so I'll hold on to that one. Let's mix it up. We'll do a dart monkey. So that's the regular generic monkey, and then we'll do a let's do a tack shooter. Be really good right here, I think. And then what else? I got nothing else I can get. I can do a glue gunner. Why not? We'll do a glue gunner too. So this is Bloons Tower Defense. Start the round. Always do fast forward, because otherwise it'll take fucking forever. I have so much firepower right now, you can't even see the balloons come on screen. Basically, you've got red, blue, yellow, or it might be red, blue, green, then yellow, then pink, and it's like different layers of health. So red balloon is 1 health, so one hit from a dart gets rid of him. And blue has 2, so you have to hit it twice before it go, and it'll keep going at the top speed. And then green is 3, yellow is 4, pink is 5. And there's also ceramic balloons, which I believe are 20, maybe more than that. There's lead balloons, which can only be destroyed by explosives. There's black and white balloons. Black are immune to explosives. White are immune to, what do you call it? Ice. And then there's rainbow balloons, which I think are, like, have a couple in them. It's a whole fucking thing. It's a tower defense game. The reason I like this game is that, to me, there was a whole era of games like these on like the internet and stuff like that, just not just like Flash games, and I feel like it's become like a lost art. Like, you never really see Flash games anymore. I'm sorry, you never really see like tower defense games anymore. They just don't exist. And I've always wondered why, and I think the answer is because a lot of like the mobile games, like Clash of Clans and shit like that, are like pseudo tower defense, but you don't see like straight up ones like this where you just like you play against AI. And I feel like it's a lost art, and I'm glad that this is, I think to my knowledge, is the only one available on PS4. I think it's also available on phones and PC. I know they released Tower Defense 6, but I don't really fuck with... I looked at reviews, and I don't really fuck with the changes they tried to make, so... Alright, so we got two options. We can buy more towers, we can upgrade the ones we have. I'm not even going to bother. So what I'm saving for is a super monkey. That's at 4,000, so we're just going to wait until we get a super monkey. Like, the balloons aren't really getting very far at all, so I don't really have to worry about anything. Now, the airplane's good, but the darts that it fires aren't tracking. So it'll just, like, it'll shoot when there's balloons nearby, or just shoot continuously. Which is cool, but it's not very good for, like, precision hitting. And the tack one will just, like, spray 8 in a row, which is nice. So it's a good, like... It's good to put on corners, because it'll, like, really fuck up balloons that way. And the glue one slows them down, and the regular monkey is just a regular monkey. So... I will upgrade these, actually. Let's upgrade this. So we can do rapid fire, or we can do pineapple present. Or we can do both, but... so this is... We'll make it rapid fire. I wish there was a way to see the upgrades on this screen a little better. So I'm going to get the cheap upgrades first. Glue soak, and stickier glue, and then corrosive glue. So now we can do damage, and the glue will be a little bit harder for them to shake off. So we'll do sharp shots, which means they can pierce. And I think this one means they can pierce further. Long range, and then enhanced eyesight means you can hit camo balloons, which are invisible otherwise. We'll do faster shooting, extra range, even faster shooting, and then even more range. So at this point, once you get to, I don't think you need it on both sides, but you can do up to 2 upgrades on each side. But then when you pick a third upgrade, it'll lock out the third and fourth upgrades of the other side. It's not an issue yet, but we'll see in a second. So yeah, now you can see they just do a little bit more damage. They fire a little faster. So even though this round has even more balloons than the last one did, we're just destroying them. Like, even ones where they just throw a bunch of them at the same time at me, it's like, it doesn't matter, because I've got a good amount of backup. I should say, I've played enough to get unlocked double cash mode, so the amount I start with is double, and the amount I earn at least 2 per balloon instead of 1. So it makes the game go a lot faster. It makes it a lot easier too, but honestly, I'm just like, I've got like about hundreds of levels that I have to do still, so I just leave it where it is. So yeah, you can quickly see some yellow there. We're starting to get a little up there. Also, the amount of cover over the balloons indicates how fast it is. So yellow are much faster than green. Green are faster than blue and red and so on. So red are the slowest. So that's part of the challenge too, is that you gotta hit them to take off their armor. Actually, now that I think about it, I did this the wrong way. Also, you can see some pink starting in and out. Ooh, so those were heart balloons real quick. What those do is they regenerate, so if they're left alone long enough, they'll just regain more parts to their thing. I'm gonna put him right here actually, because I think with his upgrade he should be able to hit over there. So this is a super monkey. Quickly we'll see why he's so important. He can't hit anything yet, but basically he just rapid fires. So in the early levels, I think you're not even supposed to have him this early. He destroys. Next thing I'm going to build is a monkey village, but I need more money for that. So the interesting thing about this difficulty is I have one health. Usually they give you about 150 or so, depending on the difficulty. If a single balloon gets the end there, then I lose. I have to start the entire thing over. There's no checkpoints. I'm going to do this right here, maybe? Yeah, here seems alright. This is a monkey village. The primary thing of a monkey village, it doesn't actually fire, but it makes the upgrades cost less on all things, which is why I shouldn't have used those upgrades just yet, but not really min-maxing here. So yeah, that's this. Let me see. So monkey beacon does something. Oh, so that was a camel balloon. So far, the only one who can hit those is the main monkey. But as long as you have one monkey that can do it, you're fine. Also, you can change which they target. It doesn't really matter. Usually first is an okay one to use. I'm going to do strong for the sniper monkey. And we're going to do full metal jacket. So what this does is one shot from the sniper monkey can hit through multiple layers of balloon at once, which a lot of the later balloons can do that, or towers can do that, but it's really a good one for sniper. It'll come in handy later. As you can see now, there's like a ton of balloons coming, but it doesn't even matter. I'm still just melting through them. Oops, there it is. I don't know how we got through that, actually. So that was the first lead balloon. And it has just occurred to me I don't have any explosives. So we have a couple options. We got mortars, which aren't bad. I don't really use them that. I mean, they're okay. I just don't like using them as much. The old standby is the bomb tower. So there's been a couple tower defense balloons, obviously. It's like this is more on the 5th one. I would say Bloons Tower Defense is now more popular than the original Bloons, which was more of a puzzle game. So this was like a spin-off that ended up being more popular. We have bigger bombs, missile launcher, and then we're going to go frag bombs. There we go. So yeah. So those are good because they also deal area damage. And they fuck over the camo balloons. So yeah, it was a spin-off that ended up being more popular. And you can actually play some of the earlier ones. Just if you search them, they definitely exist online as flash games. So I highly recommend that. Alright, so now I'm gonna increase to laser blasts. And I'm gonna give him super range so he can hit even further away. Oh, I don't know how he can see that actually. I think that might be an upgrade I have, because he should not be able to hit camo balloons. And then just destroying. I'm going to increase his range again. So now he can hit them right as soon as they go from the front. So the reason I put him here is so that when they do eventually make it over this ring and they start going around this side, he'll be able to hit them all the way through this way too. Alright, now let's upgrade the plane. We're going to do rapid fire, sharper darts. We're going to do pineapple present, spy plane. I believe spy plane can hit camo balloons. We're going to do never miss targeting, which means now his shots lock on. So you can see them right away. They'll go towards the incoming horde now. And what he does now is he drops pineapples every so often. Now pineapples and tacks are holdovers from the older Bloon games. You really don't need them very much in this one. But they're like one-offs, where it's like you pay for it once and then you place it down and it'll like explode balloons. Or tacks, which you'll do, and they'll I think they can take so many balloon hits. I don't use them very often in this game. There's a spike factory, which is really good. Those where it just like continuously spawns them every round, but that's about the only time I use it. Monkey beacon, monkey fort, jungle drums. So jungle drums make your balloons fire like 10% faster, which is a pretty cool upgrade. But the one we're going for is MIB. So we also got radar scanner, which means everything within the range of the monkey village can now hit camo balloons, so it's just not going to be an issue anymore. We're starting to get into the tough stuff now, though. Like, we're getting a lot of money, but it also comes with more danger, so... yeah, okay, here we go. So MIB, which means I can now hit I think it expands the range and they can hit anything. So I think that means like they can shoot through camo balloons, stuff like that. It's supposed to mean like, you know, you've got the secrets in the enemy, but it's cool. I also like the other upgrade to this one too, and the final. So whenever you have an upgrade path, the ones on the right always have like an ability that's activated, which I don't really like as much because I prefer to just like have their stuff be like automatic. Alright, so we're going to do Spike-a-Pult and then Juggernaut. This is the Dart Monkey's final thing. It doesn't matter. It's kind of a weak tower. And then this one is expensive for a reason. It's because these guys can get pretty overpowered. So now it has Corrosive Glue, which I believe destroys things even faster. Attack Sprayer, and then we'll do Ring of Fire, which just does... That's exactly what it says, Rings of Fire. This one is one of the only ones I like to do. So this is the Mob Mauler. We'll put that on. And then, I don't know what we'll work on next. So as you can see, the upgrade for this one, this is its final upgrade, is like ridiculously expensive, but it's very worth it. So that's a Mob, which is a mother of all balloons, which I think is a joke on something. So I'm going to unlock Mob Assassin, which is a button, which is a thing you got to do. You can only activate one ability at once. This is where the holdover from like the mobile version kind of sucks because it's hard to like use the control for it, but it's the only ability I'm going to keep, so I don't really mind. Basically, when a mob appears on screen, I press the button and it'll do major damage, if not destroy it. which is pretty neato. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my Super Monkey. I'm going to get Plasma Blast, which are even stronger. And then... okay, we might need more towers soon, just because all these are pretty much upgraded. I'll probably upgrade the helicopter next. So yeah, we're just wiping away with them. The game gets a lot faster the more you go on. And this is where the mistakes are made, because, yeah, so as you can see, I'm not doing enough damage to the mobs before they land, and that's an issue. So mobs are kind of immune to a couple things. Like, mobs can't be affected by glue, and they're not really getting stopped by these other things because they move too fast. So I need a much stronger way of taking out those. I'm going to unlock the Spectre, which I don't remember exactly what it does, but... oh yeah, so it just like launches like bombs right at them instead of darts, which is pretty cool. And then next up I gotta probably upgrade the Super Monkey. So he gets the monkey Temple of the Monkey God thing, which is a pretty powerful upgrade, but I'm not as powerful as I want to be here. Like, for the first time they're starting to make it around that first loop. Even though I have 3 loops of safety, it's like it's not enough. Because they're gonna start flying through here with those mobs. I probably should buy another Super Monkey just to counteract it. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm not worried about the range just yet. As long as I can deal some serious hits to it. Yeah, so as you can see, now I'm taking him out a lot faster. Okay, so this is now the same exact monkey as I have there, but I just have another one. So now we're really laying it on, which is exactly what I want. But I'm going to use that time to hold up. We need something, or actually, I'll probably upgrade the sniper, who I keep forgetting about. We'll do faster firing, 0.50, deadly precision, night vision goggles. I didn't need, but I might as well just do it. So he's hitting a lot faster now, and he does a lot of damage. This final upgrade for him is really good, because what it does is it slows down mobs. So like every hit it does will like stop the mob for like half a second. Even if there's more than one of them, as long as you can start to slow them down, it'll even out in the end. So this is the B mob. I can't remember what the actual name of it is, but it's a big ass mob that has a bunch more in it. I also keep forgetting to use the ability. I keep forgetting I have it. It recharges too. It's not like I should just be spamming it, but all right. So this is gonna cripple the mobs. It slows them down. I'm gonna have to get more towers soon again. I'll wait for the... yeah, so you can see it like stopped still. That's the work of the sniper, which is pretty good. But they're gonna really start spamming those soon. I'm trying to think of what else I can add here. So there's plenty of good towers. Like, I don't really like the ninja or the boomerang thrower. I think they're very, very low to mid tier. They don't really have much endgame stuff. The dart monkey doesn't either, but the cannon's okay. I can't really use the monkey buccaneer because you need to place that in water, and there's no water on this level. Glue gunner's alright. The ice tower is not bad, but again, it only affects regular balloons. It doesn't affect the mobs. I would use the helicopter, but then I would lose the free one. This is why I don't like that it gives you free ones, because it's like, I'd rather just pay for it because I'm like in the middle of a game. The spike tower is not bad. I don't like the dartling gun in this one, because it follows your cursor, but because I'm always moving my cursor to and from towers, it's just like constantly gets off base. The only way it would be good is if I put it way over here, but in general, I don't like using them. Even though I think they do a lot of damage. It's just like, it's too annoying for me to use them. It's the same reason I don't really use the banana farm, because you need to like constantly pick up the bananas, like click on them, and I'm like, that's just too much effort. Could use the balloon shipper, but I'm not a huge fan of it. The monkey engineer is not bad either. Let's do the mortar. That'll be a decent one. So, the mortar one, as long as it's been in the range of the tower, I'm okay with it. I'm going to put it right here, because this is where, actually here would probably be better, because this is where when they, so it goes around here, and it comes back here again, and then it goes around here, and then it comes back here again, and it goes around here, and it comes back here again. So this is where they're going constantly. Increased accuracy, bigger blast, we're going to do rapid reload, burning stuff, and then we're going to do balloon buster, and then the final upgrade's a bit expensive. So it'll just like constantly, it doesn't target the balloons itself, it'll just only target that one area. So it deals a good amount of damage, a good amount of splash damage, but it's not good against mobs, which will just like, you know, move past it. But the good news on this level is that they have to pass through that area a couple times, so you can at least take pot shots at them. Okay. This is a very minimalist way of doing it. Another way to do it, instead of like having a bunch of fully upgraded towers, is just to have like a couple have like a lot of smaller towers, which is another way to do it, but I don't really like it that way as much. Yeah, the money flow is slowing a little bit. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I'm gonna have to upgrade these two. I always lag behind on upgrading my super monkeys with their final abilities, even though it's really good. But for some reason I always just like forget about it. And this is the other reason I don't like the activated abilities, because every round I keep forgetting that I have it, so I just don't use it. Or like I can never find a good spot to use it. So I need 17,000 to get my upgrade. It's supposed to be a Christmas level. I don't know what this is. There's like snow cone on the top and stuff like that. I think these levels all came with the PS4 version, but on the mobile version they like slowly added more levels, because we have a couple holiday themed ones. Yeah, so there's like presents and like candy canes and shit lying around, so I assume that's what this is. Alright, so upgrade him to the Sun God, which also has like a really, really expensive ability to do. But what it does, it eats every tower within its range. Like it'll destroy your other towers, and it gains abilities based on those towers. Which is really cool, but it's also not super cost effective. It'll be good for a couple levels, but it usually slows things down. So I only like upgrading it if I have like a lot of time left over, and like my current setup is like destroying. Because then I'll usually like I'll go off to the side and I'll like make a new tower and like buy a bunch of things with it, and then I'll have it absorb those. Alright, so we're doing okay here. I want to upgrade this other one. So the Sun God is like destroying them now. Which is what I wanted to see. We're getting close to the what do you call it? There's a level with a ZOMB. What did I just do with my headphones? There's a level with a ZOMAB, which I think so, or ZOMG or whatever. Which is a green one that has like 4 red ones inside of it, and those are pretty tough to take down, so not looking forward to that. But other than that, I'm pretty good here. Yeah, except there's a lot of Bloons down, so we gotta be a little bit more worried. I need like a harder hitting tower over here. We can do a wizard. This is a monkey wizard. Tense magic, lightning bolt, summons whirlwind, fireball, monkey sense. So this one has whirlwinds and it has lightning. Lightning obviously chains between Bloons, and I think the whirlwinds will like throw them back, like further back on the track, which is good. They're a good tower. The only reason I don't use them as much is that I have a special building in place that like makes my super monkeys stronger, but it like kind of makes these harder to use. Alright, I'm doing work here. So I've only got a couple more levels left and then I'm done. Yeah, so I've got 5 left. But again, I can't let a single one get to me. I'm actually going to be even more careful than I need to be, which is I'm going to put a attack factory right here. Oh, it's within the range of the monkey thing too. So what this does is that it just plops down a bunch of stacks consistently, which is pretty cool. So like every level it'll spawn a bunch of these, and at the end of the level they'll disappear and then it'll have to start over again. So you get bum rush. Like if they destroy you immediately, then you're kind of fucked. But if you build them up and like, you know, hold them off for a while, then you'll probably be good. I'm actually gonna build another one. I'm gonna do the other upgrade, which this one destroys mobs, which is why I like that one better. Or I like that one too, but it's got a good ability too, which I'm gonna change to, yeah. So this one just like releases a whole bunch of spikes all over the field, I think. I'm trying to remember exactly how it works. Let's just use it just for shit. Yeah, so this one just launches spikes all over the entire map, which is a cool ability. But the cooldown on it's not that bad either. So that's a good panic button. As you can see, they're starting to slowly get around. And plus these spikes that they... Oh, so the spikes only appear for a couple of seconds. Okay. Next up is the final round. Alright, what else can I add? Might just add another Super Monkey just to play it safe. Lasers, Plasma, Sun God. Okay, we're good. Yep, here they are. And I'll launch that. I'll launch that. Oh, I might be in trouble here. Because they're going in full force. Okay, there we go. I'm feeling better about this. We made it. Alright. Phew. Alright. So, so you get coins for these, and I think usually you get an extra coin if you can make it to level 100, which you can do at any difficulty. But I think it's only once per map, but I think I've probably already got it on this map. So we'll go home. Not too bad. So I got some money, and I got a new medal. So the things we use those for in this are... So this is the towers section. This shows you the upgrades for each tower. Now, normally, you have to get different ranks. I think once you get to rank like 48, you unlock every ability. So it's like those upgrades I showed you, you can't even use them until you play enough games. So like the Dart Monkey will be pretty, you can probably fully upgrade him by the end of your first game, but then like some late upgrades for like the Super Monkey and some of the other lake towers, they're not unlocked for a while. I have them all unlocked at this point though. There's still a lot more game for me to play. This is the abilities. I don't know why it turns this off, but these are the, I thought that was a little tougher than it should have been. So these are different abilities you can use with the coins. I don't know if there were microtransactions on the phone version, but like you can't even pay for these, so it just seems like kind of annoying. But you get a couple coins depending on what difficulty you do and when you beat it, and sometimes you get them as a daily bonus. But and there's trophies for maxing out all of these, so I have to do a fuck ton of matches. And then these you can get for paying money. So I think this one's like 5,000 like monkey cash, and this one's like 1,000. But they're both cool abilities. And then you can just buy tokens. So the ones I've been going for are popping power, which grants a 15% increase of the popping power of every offensive tower and agent. So it's like it just makes them hit harder. Big Bloons Sabotage is the one I've been saving for the last upgrade into, but it's like it reduces by 20% the number of hit points, so just like right out of the gate they have less health, which is very, very helpful. I don't care about ability cooldown because I don't use them. I don't care about starting lives because my goal is just never lose any lives. Starting cash is a good one. This was a lot more important before I had double cash mode. So like so increase grants a bonus of 90 cash starting when I play, or my current bonus is 60. But that doesn't matter because with double cash it doubles your starting money too. So it's like I think it goes from like I want to say it went from like 650 to like 1,300, and then it puts that 60 I have too, so it gets it up to 1,420, something like that. I'm doing the math wrong, but that's the basic gist of it. But it's like it doesn't matter as much anymore. Like it mattered when I was going from like 650 to 660 to 670 and so on, but now that I'm at like 1,400 starting cash, I don't care anymore. Attack speed's a good one too. I just prefer popping power to attack speed. They do virtually the same thing. They work very well together. What I should have done is leveled them up equally, but I didn't. And then sell price increases the amount of money you get for selling towers. I just don't sell towers because I try not to buy a tower unless I know I need it, so it doesn't really affect me. Then we have specialties. You can only activate one specialty at a time, and my current activated one is the Super Monkey Lair, which reduces the tower and upgrade cost by 5%, which is huge for the Super Monkeys because they're a very expensive tower. And then increased range by 10%, amazing. Super Eyes can detect camo. I think that's the one you get for doing the range upgrade, and then this one is Dark Secret for the Temple of the Monkey God, and I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's 10,000, that's what I'm currently saving for. But activating this tower makes apprentices and their upgrades cost 5% more. And this used to be the tower I had. I think there's another trophy for upgrading all the towers to max. I think the Super Monkey one is the most expensive, so I'm trying to get it out of the way now. And then there's agents. These are the things that you have to spend money on, or they give you a couple free ones, but you gotta spend money on them anyway. And there's a trophy for, I think it's to make all of them pro. And to make pro, you have to use each of them 50 times. Like, I think I had a rough challenge or something, and I had to use 50, or I had to use a couple of the Super Monkey Storms. But it's annoying. I don't like these very much. Oh, fuck, I didn't even mean to buy that one. I just don't like them very much. I hit the wrong button. I've been playing a Japanese game, so circle and X is, like, backwards in my head. And then challenges. There used to be this mode Odyssey, which would upgrade, like, every, like, week, and they just stopped updating it, so that sucks. Luckily, there's no trophies tied to it. There's random missions. I think there's a trophy for doing 250 of these, which I'm not looking forward to. Special missions. There was actually a trophy for each individual special mission. The only one I have left is special agents only, which means you can only use those. And I'm like, fuck that. I don't feel like doing that. I plan to do that along with getting the pro ones too. The rest of these are actually pretty fun challenges. I wish there was more of them. And then daily challenge. I don't give a fuck about this. Like, they give you money, so... Like, I might do this after, if I've done all the random missions, and I've done, like, so I've gotten all the trophies for these, and I've completed all the main tracks, which I believe you have to do, like, fucking 4 medals on each of them, or at least maybe unpoppable on each one. And there's so many more tracks. Look at this. Look at how many fucking tracks there are in this game. I've, like, barely scratched the surface. Then I'll get the platinum. It's actually very difficult platinum, and it bothers me because on PSN it's not like a rare platinum, and it should be, unless someone's figured out how to like trick it. And I don't know how it is. So like earn and popple in 25 or more maps. Okay, so that's not too bad. Pop 50 million balloons. You're gonna do that one eventually. Activate all upgrades for starting cash, upgrades for pierce, attack speed, sell percent, so on. So these are ones you need the coins for. Win all tracks on any difficulty. Oh, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I guess I just need to... That's not as hard as I thought it was, because I think I need 25 unpoppable medals, which I can get naturally. Win all special missions. I almost have that one, but I need to do the special agent one. And then all special agents to pro status. Purchase and upgrade to tier 4 all specialty buildings. Yeah, I talked about that one. Win 10 random... Yeah, win 250 random missions is the one I was talking about, where it's like, it's so bullshit. I think it just like randomly gives you a map and like a difficulty. Complete any track in reverse, earn 10 gold medals in single player. So I need a bunch of golds on top of unpoppable. Or I guess I need 25 unpoppables, 50 golds, and then there's co-op ones, but I can cheese that with the second controller. So it's not an easy platinum, but it's not a bad game. It's just like it exists. I like it. I'll play a track every once in a while. I try and log in for the daily bonus like a couple times a week, maybe 3 times. Like I've had the game for probably like 9 months, and I've only gotten what 66 days logged in. So I don't do it all the time, but I try to do it when I remember. Because like again, I don't really care about these rewards. The money's nice, and the pros are gonna help me when I eventually go for that. But it's just I don't really. There's no real incentive. So yeah, that's Bloons Tower Defense 5. It's a pretty decent game. I've never seen it go on sale, not once. So I would say play it on sale if you can, or buy it on sale if you can. If not, it's 15. I think it's tough. There's a lot to do for the 15 price point, but I also think like the gameplay's not as varied as it could be, especially once you have like all the abilities unlocked and stuff like that, like all the tower upgrades. So I don't regret my purchase because I'm gonna get I want to get the platinum eventually because I do really like tower defense, but it's a game. So thank you guys for watching, and tune in for the next random ass fucking game in my backlog that we're gonna play, I guess. I don't know. Adios. Have a pleasant day or evening. Hey guys, just want to take a quick sec to thank all of my supporters, Patreon, and YouTube now for the month of February, which I said last month but was incorrect. So this is all from people who supported me during February. I don't have it on my phone, so please watch this white glow on my face as I read it off the thing. Thank you to Rev for the $1. Thank you for Norm P and Sean for the $1. Carlos and Luisa for the $2. Azur for the $3. Happy and Maz, he puts his real name, and I always have to correct it in my head to Maz, for the $5. Connor Soverwald and Cyriac, thank you again for the $10. And John Barnett, thank you for the 15, the man, the myth, the legend. And Michael Smith, I want to give a big thank you for also doing $15 this month. You guys are awesome. Thank you. On top of that, I want to thank Luisa again. I want to thank ENIAC, and I want to thank Moz for all becoming YouTube sponsors. It's something I just enabled last month. I haven't really talked about it because I didn't want to add something on top of the Patreon thing. But yeah, I'm going to take a quick second to talk about it here. So YouTube rolled out this program that's kind of like being a Twitch sub, but it's a YouTube sponsor. And what it is, it's $5 a month. I don't control it. YouTube sets that price. I get about $3.50 of it. But on top of that, you guys get access to emotes during my streams. I get more emotes depending on how many sponsors I have. You also get a little badge next to your name. After having it for one, or when you first sign up, you get a little Koromon next to your name indicating you're new. After a month, it turns into an Agumon. Then after 2 months, it turns into a Greymon. And then after, I think it's 6 months, it turns into a Metal Greymon. After a year, it's a War Greymon, and after 2 whole years, you get an Omnimon next to your name. I don't know if anyone will go that long, but the option's there. I set it up that way. So it's another cool little thing, another way you want to support me if you don't want to go through Patreon. And that just gets rolled into the rest of my YouTube stuff. So yeah, it's a cool little thing. So thank you guys again. Just a reminder, if you're a YouTube sponsor, you get the same benefits as a Patreon sub, which is access to a special role in Discord. All you gotta do is link your YouTube on Discord. That one's actually even easier. And you'll get access to a special role. You'll be called a sponsor. You'll show up on the list on the right, and you can get access to the videos early. You'll get access to great videos, such as the end. That's right, I said it. The end of Digimon World Redigitized Season 2. I actually just finished it literally 5 minutes ago. So that's all done. You also get access to a bunch of weird videos like Call of Duty 4, Enter the Gungeons, Psychonauts, Bloons Tower Defense 5, and most of my playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 5. There's, I think, 16 videos total, and I think I've only released 3 so far, so if you're into that, which I had so much fucking fun playing, then yeah, there's plenty of good stuff for you. I'm going to wrap it up because I want to try and keep these a little shorter, so thank you guys all again. If you guys, if anyone wants to sign up, Patreon link in the description. You can hit that join button on YouTube. Yeah, thank you guys. Again, I really, really appreciate your support. I talked about it in Digimon Part 13, I think, but I was really, really, really oppressively broke these last couple weeks while I was starting to work full time. And I had some bills that were piling up, and the Patreon money came through on the 5th, like it does every month, and it I literally just barely made my excise tax payment because I had the Patreon payment. I had no other way to pay for it except for Patreon. So genuinely, if it seems like I'm being fake, which I don't think it does, it is a genuine, really big help. So anything from even as low as $1 a month on Patreon, as long as it's from a bunch of different people, I appreciate it. You guys are all amazing. You guys are the reason I love doing this, and it's not because of the money. It's just because of the raw support. So thank you guys. And I will see you next month.